welcome to The Signal Live. I'm Alex Backus.
And I'm Ken Masenchi. Housing and Residential Life has implemented a new idea this school year, creating new living communities in the dorms called interest communities. These 5 new communities allow students the option to live in dorms surrounded by students that share the same interests as them, including sports and fitness and outdoor adventures. These 5 communities will take part in community service as well as social events based on their interest.
Also on campus this week, District 10 congressional candidates Jose Hernandez and Jeff Denham faced off in an open forum Monday night, answering 19 questions about hard-hitting local and federal issues and why they should be your choice on November's ballot. 2 different candidates, an incumbent U.S. representative and former NASA astronaut, come together to debate one topic: issues facing the Central Valley.
Because the valley is the size of most states, and we've got big problems here, and it's going to take bipartisan leadership to be able to solve those problems. Tax
reform and skyrocketing unemployment numbers were big issues the two did not agree on.
Just raising taxes on the 96% of the small business owners by raising the $250,000 and above tax will not solve our job crisis. In fact, it'll make it worse. So not even Nancy Pelosi, your biggest supporter, would support this.
One topic of agreement, the importance of financial aid programs to higher education.
As a benefactor of the Pell Grant, I absolutely think it's a very necessary grant program to help our kids get a great college education.
So the final question, who to vote for?
I'm somebody that's working across party lines to get things done. I've got a proven track record, not only in Sacramento, but working with the president currently right now today.
Although Hernandez said he lacks in experience, he's confident that he has what it takes to be a congressman.
Well, you look at the folks that are up there right now, and I'm here to tell you it's not rocket science. I think I can figure it out.
Very interesting debate, and that election day coming up here pretty soon, November 6th.
In this week's Signal, you will learn about Dr. Kang, a first-year microbiology professor at CSU Stanislaus who is studying the microorganism bacterium called Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Kang is also studying the chemical FK506, a human suppressant given to transplant patients to help them not have a bad reaction to a new organ or tissue.
Several science clubs and faculty members have teamed up to host 3 Science Saturdays for the fall semester. These events are geared towards the youth, providing hands-on activities to teach science in a fun way, and each Saturday has a different theme. The events have evolved in response to last year's program where about 2,500 community members attended just the first event. Science Saturdays are free, and you can call the Office of Service Learning for more information. Also, it may be a breakthrough in the science world, a discrete item that can be used to detect popular date rape drugs. 2 Israeli scientists are currently developing the device that will be small in size, similar to the look of a lipstick, a drink stirrer, or a pen. The device detects ketamine and gamma hydroxybutyrate with 100% accuracy. The device will be reusable until it comes into contact with one of those 2 drugs. Be sure to look for this item on the market within the next 2 years. And another plus, it's priced to be under $5.
Even though the weather does not seem to indicate it, fall is finally here. The Signal has a list of 10 great ways to enjoy fall. A few of them are: the dorms at CSU Stanislaus will host a haunted house Halloween gala on October 31st from 6 to 9 p.m. The 2012 World Series begins October 24th and could possibly include the Oakland A's, the San Francisco Giants, or possibly both. And a 5K zombie run will be held in Sacramento on October 27th at 8 a.m. To join the run, visit www.sacramentozombierun.com.
That'll be an interesting run to see. There will also be a murder mystery dinner held on the Sierra Dinner Train in Oakdale. That's going to be on October 20th. Deloso Farms Pumpkin Maze will be open all month in Lathrop. They have a ton of fun things to do there, including a haunted castle and a huge corn maze. Also, the Turlock Pentecost Association is throwing a Halloween masquerade dance in Turlock. That's going to be on Halloween nights, and that event is open and free to the community. You can also check out some great fall recipe options online. This website, Taste of Home, provides some great autumn recipes from breakfast to dinner to desserts. And if you scroll on down, you can see that they have tons of recipe options with different fall-inspired ingredients. So they have apple, cranberry, maple syrup, pear, pumpkin, and squash. So this is a great recipe option to check out. Also, for desserts, I turned to Pinterest and found some really exciting and creative options. They have things like pumpkin chip cookies, pumpkin swirl brownies, maple leaf cookies, and my favorite that I found today was the homemade Oreos. So, of course, Pinterest has some creative options for you. And also to go along with food are some drink options. The site Delish has some fall-inspired cocktails. This one's called the Bailey's Caramel Appletini, and it mixes Bailey's Caramel and tart green apple vodka. So be sure to check out these sites and similar ones online to find some fall-inspired recipes. Check out The Signal for ways to transform your summer wardrobe into fall fashion and what the biggest trends are going to be this season.
The Signal also has great ideas on how to decorate your dorm, apartment, or house this fall. Places like Hobby Lobby and Michael's Craft Store have the products to help make decorating for fall easy.
The CSU Stanislaus Theater Department is currently in rehearsals for their first fall production, The Shape of Things. The show is a romantic comedy directed by CSUS professor Eric Broadwater. The only detail at this point released about the show is that it's inspired by art. That play opens to the public Thursday, October 4th.
A recent online video by Justin Timberlake has the social world buzzing as the anticipation of the new MySpace continues to rise. The new MySpace will focus on the world of music and will allow users to connect their Facebook and Twitter accounts to their MySpace profile. The release date is unknown, but users can request an invitation by going to new.myspace.com. Now to sports. The CSU Stanislaus women's soccer team continues to be on fire, winning their 2 matches over the weekend to extend their winning streak to 7. On Friday, the Warriors shut out Chico State 1-0 as Karen A. Demery scored the game winner in the 87th minute. Sunday was much less of a struggle as the Warriors blew out Humboldt State 4-0. The 9-1 Warriors will look to make it 8 in a row when they travel to Monterey Bay to take on the Otters on Friday. Well, the CSU Stanislaus men's soccer team wasn't able to come away with a win in their lone game this weekend, falling 2-0 to Chico State in Chico on Friday. The Warriors had Sunday off due to Humboldt State's soccer team being suspended for the entire season for extreme hazing. The Warriors will look to stop the losing streak at 1 when they take on Cal State Monterey Bay on Friday.
The CSU Stanislaus women's volleyball team was also unable to come away with a win during their 2-game road trip in Southern California this past weekend, falling 3-1 to Cal State San Bernardino on Friday and 3-0 to UC San Diego on Saturday night. The Warriors have 3 matches this week, including another 2-game road trip against Cal State East Bay and Monterey Bay this weekend.
On Saturday, the CSU Stanislaus men's and women's cross-country teams took part in the 39th annual Stanford Invitational, an event that draws the top runners from throughout the nation. Dawson Vorderberge led the men's team with a 55th place finish in the 8K race, and Courtney Anderson led the women's team with a 42nd place finish in the 6K. The Warriors will host the Stanislaus Invitational this Saturday.
Thanks so much for watching The Signal Live. Be sure to tune in next week. We will be talking about the CSU Stanislaus Tech Fair as well as the presidential candidate debates.
For Alex, I'm Ken. See you next week.